What's up, seventh graders? We are here. This is 3.5, example 1, and now we're getting into some two-step equations. So we have to remember inverse operations, we have to remember negatives, positives, all that good stuff, and we're kind of combining all of it and getting into some real algebra stuff. So make sure you have your notes handy all the time. The blue letters provide you with the steps to solve these equations. So let's take a look at this one, and the first thing we want to do is rewrite the problem, and then we're going to start undoing things in order to get this variable by itself, because we want to know what x is equal to, right? So I'm going to write the equation negative 3x plus 5 equals 2 on my paper. The next thing I'm going to do on my paper is subtract 5 from both sides, right? So it's plus 5, the inverse operation is minus 5. So I'm going to subtract 5 and undo this addition. And if I do it to this side of the equation, I must do it to the opposite side as well. So now I'm left with negative 3x. I bring that down here. 5 minus 5 leaves me with 0, so there's nothing left here. And then 2 minus 5 is negative 3. The next step, since this is multiplication, negative 3 times x, in order to undo multiplication, I divide. So I'm going to divide by negative 3. So negative 3, in order to undo this multiplication, I divide by negative 3. So negative 3 divided by negative 3 gives me 1. And that leaves me with just 1x all alone. And then negative 3 divided by negative 3 is 1. So therefore, x is equal to 1. Now we can check our answer by plugging our original, going back to our original equation and plugging 1 in for x. So negative 3 times 1 is negative 3, plus 5 is 2, so we know that that's correct. All right, let's take a look at another one here. So we have 4t minus 7 equals negative 15. Let's watch their tutorial and see how they do it.
Solve 4 times t minus 7 is equal to negative 15. So let's write our equation. We have 4 times t, or 4t, minus 7 is equal to negative 15. Notice this is a two-step equation because we have multiplication and subtraction. So the goal is to get t by itself. And since we have 4t, let's start by getting 4t by itself. To do that, we must undo the subtraction of 7. To undo the subtraction, we need to use the inverse operation, which is addition, and add 7. Since we added 7 to the left, we also must add 7 to the right. Now let's simplify. We have 4t minus 7 plus 7, which gives us 4t, and that's equal to negative 15 plus 7, which equals negative 8. So now we have 4t is equal to negative 8. Remember, we need to get t by itself. So now we need to undo the multiplication of 4. To do that, we can use the inverse operation, which is division, and divide by 4. Since we divided the left by 4, we can also divide the right side of the equation by 4. So let's simplify. 4 times t divided by 4 gives us 1t, which we write as t, and that's equal to negative 8 divided by 4. To divide these two integers, first divide 8 by 4 to give you 2, and then look at the signs. 8 is negative and 4 is positive. Since the signs are different, the quotient is negative. So we have t is equal to negative 2. So when we solved 4 times t minus 7 is equal to negative 15, we found the solution to be t is equal to negative 2.
Okay, so that is what your paper should look like. When I do them, that's what I do. I just kind of do one step down at a time, bring down the 4t, and then bring down the t, and end up with -2. So that's how I like to do it. Make sure you have this on your notes. And then let's try 3 of them on your own here. So we have 2x plus 12 equals 4. So we want to subtract 12 first from both sides. Here we have -5c plus 9 equals -16. So we want to subtract 9 from both sides. Here, we're going to multiply everything by 3 first, right? Because parentheses, so we need to make this into 3x minus 12, because 3 times 4 is 12. 3x minus 12 equals 9. So I'm going to rewrite it that way. And then you're going to add 12 to both sides. Make sure you come to the Google Meets if you're not sure, but go ahead and pause your video. 1, 2, 3, pause. Okay, now that you're back, let's take a look at the answers. So if you didn't come up with these, let's work on them at the Google Meets and we can solve some of them on the whiteboard. All right, I'll see you later.